So you didn't hear anything I said to you. Thank you, Paul. Hey, Gigi. So yes, I was talking to you. I did ask Paul if you can just reshare it and just remind people, and maybe Let's Get Live and Ecamm. I know that there's been a handful of people who were interested. So if you can just remind them to come through. And of course, YouTube is where it's at. And what I was saying was I did some preparation for you guys. And it seems like I over-prepped and forgot to switch my mics. I'm excited for today. So let me see, who do we have in the comments? I can make sure I can see as well. Gigi said, not a single word. You know, it can't be an India stream without some things happening, because we just that's what we do. What is it? Break the ice? Hey, Ellen's Tips. Ellen, thank you for coming through. I saw that you said you were excited for this. So I appreciate you. I believe you're new here. So thanks for the support. Yeah, Paul. Well, you know what? They were good enough to let me know, because we would have had a whole nother problem. What is poppin', y'all? Was cracking, everybody. Let's see. Rich, thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Let me get back to my main scene. So, shared your show on Ecamm. Did they delete it? Was that Paul, the master moderator, that deleted it? Might have been Paul. That's all right. Well, thank you, Tony. It's okay. You guys are here now, and that's what matters. I do see that there's 11 people on, so feel free. Let me know, who are you guys? I see Ellen is new, so once again, thank you. I will take a minute to introduce myself. I am India Delgado, the only India Delgado that you will find on YouTube. I do Ladies Night of live streaming, where we just kind of chill and hang out and talk tech. And then I try to do other tutorials, how-to videos, and simplify the process of technology. Because for me, it is always, if I didn't know how to do it, that means someone else didn't know how to do it. And I figured it out, so I need to share the love. And that's a big approach of mine when I do my how-to videos. And that was something like today, what I said. Gigi said that we need a ladies' night. Yes, we're going to start getting back. So I am changing the time for ladies' night. Got it. Okay. All right. So see, Paul, the master moderator, thank you very much. Paul explained why it was deleted, because I had already posted it already. So it wasn't that they didn't like you, Tony. It was just that no double posting, to not spam and stuff. And I totally get that. I did see Laura in here somewhere. What is going on, Laura? How are you? Que lo que? So I want to make sure that, yes, we are going to have fun, because, and I'm like looking at my hair because it's time for a haircut, but we are going to have fun. However, we are going to do some things with unboxing, because I know you guys are really excited for that. And I kind of cheated. I did one unboxing, kind of two, but I put it back in the box because I want to go through it with you guys. But anyway, we've been talking a lot about, right, like the Rode Wireless Goes, especially Tony. He was traveling all over the place with his wife last month, and he did some really good stuff with traveling on the go. He had his microphone set up. He had his camera. He did, first of all, the quality looked amazing and the sound quality looked great. But one of the pain points when you're traveling is the amount of gear that you need, right? Like when you want to do a quality stream, the amount of gear that you need, let's break it down. So definitely, if you're not going to use your iPhone camera, you're going to use some sort of mirrorless camera or DSLR camera. And then, so that's your sound, your audio. That is your video. And then some lighting, right? So I know that Tony had some two tiny newer lights, some good lighting. Then moving from video, getting into good audio. So, of course, the best audio you're going to get is some sort of microphone, whether it's a condenser microphone like the one I have, or a dynamic microphone, whether it's the Shure MV7 or something like that. But the thing is that when you're using a good quality microphone, more often than not, it connects via XLR, right? So what does that mean? That means that it takes a special connection, and now you have to have an audio interface so that your computer can receive that signal and turn it into a digital audio signal. And so you get this interface, whether it is something like what a lot of us use, like the Rodecaster Pro. If you get something smaller, whether it's a Scarlett Focusrite 2i2 or like a Moto M2, which I have one of those portable things. It's just another, or even like Elgato came out with their Wave XLR, which is very small, but it's still another piece to the mix. So then you have your cables, right? And Gigi's talking about girl, mic, camera, lenses, filters, lights, cords, batteries, chargers, like it all fills in 100%. Let me get my sound effects because you guys love all of these sound effects. 100% our traveling gear takes up a bag in and of itself. And so for me, the reason why I purchased the Rode Wireless Go 2s was more so not for like with the bank and stuff, because we're still doing Zoom sessions for the most part. I haven't returned yet to in-person first-time home buyer seminars, although I think we are starting to get back to that. I'm not quite there yet, but I did purchase the Rode Wireless Go 2s for when I'm cycling, because it was like, all right, so if I use a wind muff, I connect this to one of my jerseys and I'm good to go. I can get really good quality with my cyclists on the road, and we can kind of document the trips when we're outside. And that was a big part of why I purchased the Rode Wireless Go 2s. I saw Tony's post and then I started thinking like, all right, this can really be a game changer. So I started testing it out with connecting it to the iPhone, connecting it to the iPad, connecting it, of course, to your computer, and different things like that. And then it just gets going, and I fell into the deep abyss that we all fall into. And I don't know how I bought 2 more microphones. I don't understand what happened in the last 2 weeks. I brought the Rode Wireless Go 2s and I went down this like rabbit hole, and I just started buying and buying and buying. And so I have now, let me see, where are we? We're going to unbox the Rode Lavalier Goes, because I have that for the Rode Wireless Goes. And then going down Tom Buck, somebody tag Tom Buck, because then I started watching his videos and I fell down the rabbit hole and I got one of these. Oh my God. Yes, Tony, I got gas big time. And I don't understand how that happened. Right. But I got it. And then I'm like, and I can see different, and we'll go through that tonight with the stream. I can see different use case scenarios for different things. So I'll explain, for me, my personal use case scenarios. You guys, I think almost all of you guys have seen some of the shorts that I did with the Rode Wireless Go 2s and the quality and stuff. Where you'll really start to see the quality is not when you're close up to the phone, right? Because if you're comparing the iPhone microphone to the Rode Wireless Go 2s and they're an arm's length away, you're really not going to see a big difference. It's where you have the phone a little bit further or your camera a little bit further, and now you have your microphone up against you. That's what the purpose is, to have something wireless. So we'll go through some of that stuff, but let me get back to the comments. Let's see what we have here. Paul is reminding all of you guys to make sure you show some love and hitting that like button. Thank you so much, Mr. Moderator. He knows the drill. Facebook user. So I'm streaming in Let's Get Live. I can't see who you are, so let me know who you are. And if not, you got to come over to the dark side and just come over to YouTube, the only India Delgado on YouTube. Then you can interact where the cool kids are. But Facebook user says, I'm curious to hear how that Lavalier Go sounds in the Wireless Go, as I'm using it off-brand Lav and have been pretty happy with it. Curious if the grass is greener. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I kind of went back and forth, and I was like, do I want to buy the Rode brand? Do I buy one of the other brands like a Deity or the other one that's a little bit not as expensive, right? Will it make a difference? And I was just like, listen, I'm all in. Let me just buy the Rode and whatever. CK's Antics, what is going on, girl? How are you? Thank you for coming through. Yeah, you are closing on your home. Congrats. You know me with doing what I do as my profession for first-time home buyers. I love to hear when people, whether it's your first home or not, I love to hear those stories. So I'm super excited for you. Congrats. Tony is telling me that I got gas. I got it with the mics, and I feel like it's not over yet. I'm worried that because I'm now looking at different microphones and no, we're not. I'm going to try not to. Warning, viewing this stream is at your own risk. India, her subsidiaries, or her mods are not responsible for any impact on your net worth. I wholeheartedly agree with Paul there. And I should have put that as a disclaimer in the description. I'm going to go back and put it, but I wish I would have seen that. Paul, I'm going to, you know what? Let me save that. Because I'm going to put that as an asterisk for all of my streams going forward. Hey, Miss Felicia, Pastor Felicia, this is the good gas. Yes, ma'am, this is the good gas. Or savings account or credit card balance. Come on now. Am I really that bad of an influence? Hey, girl. Hey, how are you doing? All right. It was a glitch. Jump over to YouTube. Perfect. All right. Great shorts. Thank you, Mr. Carlos Martinez. Thank you so much for coming here. Practical Prophecy says you can buy that deity too. You probably need. No, you not. I'm not falling into that. No. Mr. Jermaine Freeman, what's popping? How you doing today? The road labs are very good. Warning, watching the stream. All right, so let me move. Okay. So we're gonna get into. Oh, did my lights turn off? My lights turned them off because I'm an old lady and I like to go to sleep early, so I have everything on timers. So let's get the party lights back on. Get a little bit of blue ambiance going on. We're gonna get into the scene switching. This was reason number one why I decided to pick up a Rode VideoMic NTG outside of the gas and outside of Tom Buck just getting me to buy extra stuff, because I have my camera set up, right? My iPhone camera set up for shorts, right? In portrait mode, or when I want to do my overhead shots, and to get the best quality sound, you really want to be up close on the microphone, right? You have to have a good microphone presence and a good mic technique, and to really get that good sultry sound, you got to be up on the microphone. But what does that mean? That means that if I want to do another angle outside of this angle, I now have to do all of this. And let's switch the scenes. I'm going to switch the scene so you can see the hot mess, right? So I got to do all of this. I got to do this. And I got to do this. And then I got to do, and then, right? It's a whole thing. And so I was like, and let me just fix it a little bit better. And I hear it crackling because, of course, microphones and Bluetooth keyboards. So I don't know. It happens all the time. I think it's something with my connections. I'm trying to move stuff out the way. Sorry, guys. And bear with whatever noise that is. You know what? I think it's my TV. Not my TV, my monitor. So let me try to, there it is. All right. So not to be so distracting. Sorry about that, guys. But that was reason number one as to why I decided to pick up this guy here, the Rode VideoMic NTG, because I thought, well, when I'm switching stuff around, if I can have an overhead microphone shot somewhere up here. So you see, it's very close. I can mount something kind of similar to where my overhead shot is here, right above the overhead shot. I can have the mic up this way, and then I'm hoping it'll give me a little bit more versatility so that I can swivel back and forth between this angle here, this angle for the overhead shots, and then, for the iPhone shot this way. And if the mic is right here, that's a better way to show you guys. So right above, if I mount it on this little shelf thing right here, that's what I'm thinking, right? So have it here. And for the most part, if I'm using the A6400 and the Rode NTG is here, I'm hoping it's going to give me more flexibility. It'll be out of the shot, but then I can move around and look at the different camera angles and not have to worry about this whole movement. So that was my thought process as to why that was my way to justify the gas of buying more mics. Let's keep it real. That's the real reason, right? Okay, so let's do the unboxing because that's what you guys really came here for. So here is the Rode VideoMic NTG. And like I said, I cheated a little bit because I'm like a big kid. I couldn't go pick it up and not open it. I love you guys, but no. All right, so what do we have here? So my Best Buy, because I love shopping at Best Buy store pickup. Here is the package within a package. Let's get this here. And what do we have here? Okay, drop that down. And here we are. So manuals and stuff in there. Some cables here. So your regular TRS to TRS to go, you know, in your typical microphone adapter for your camera. So we'll put that there. This connects via USB-C. So it is a USB-C microphone there. So you can have a digital connection to your computer via USB-C direct, or you can do an analog through the TRS cable. So this guy here, if I can get it out. So there's your Rode USB-C-A to USB-C-C there. So we can get that out the way. All right, chuck that to the side. And let's take off this Rode foam guy. And this is the NTG, right? So you have your shock mount. You have, so let's go this way, your power button. And what's cool with this, for those of you guys that don't know about the Rode NTG, is that it has an auto sensing off and on feature that as soon as you plug it into your camera, it's going to turn off and on automatically for you. If not, you can manually turn it on. That's your power button there. And then you have your high pass filter. You have 75, 150 if you need to get it, if it's like really loud and like the environment is really loud. There is a 20% negative 20 dB pad if you want to have like a backup. So just in case your audio clips, you can actually select this pad here, this pad button, the negative 20 dB, and it'll do a backup for you. And then this is a dial for your levels here. So it's really cool. If we go down to the beginning, it starts at 1, and then it's a turn dial. You can see it. I love that it's visual. So you can see what decibels you're on all the way up to 15. And the other cool thing about this that I enjoyed very much was that if you do use your digital connection for the microphone through USB-C, you can then use this here as an audio pass-through. So you can connect your headphones and audio monitor. You can monitor your audio through the headphone jack here. And then you have your cold shoe mount, and it's cool because then it you can slide it back and forth. So depending on your camera and how the placement, you have some flexibility there. And that's that. So again, let's go to a different scene just so I can show you. So the thought process was I can get some sort of mount. I'll show you guys a little bit better here, but I can get some sort of mount right above here somewhere, technically right above my head, but get a mount and then boom it out of the shot, because you guys know that I'm normally talking to you guys here, right? So if you can see, I'm talking to you guys here, but if I move around, or even if I want to do that overhead shot, it's now out of the way. And in theory, it should be, right? It should be decent quality that I don't have to fuss with the microphone, or even the microphone is not in the way. So that was why I picked up the Rode NTG, and we're going to connect that and get some tests going as well. So I have the, what is this? Let's go to the overhead shot. This is the receiver for the Rode Wireless Go 2s. I have my one transmitter for the Rode Wireless Go 2s. We're going to do some stuff there. And I do have, where's the Lavalier Go. So we'll get back to that. Let's connect this guy and let's start with this. But before I do that, I want to go back and I want to check on you guys. Moving stuff around, I misplaced my mouse. So let's see, what do we got here? Let's just go to the comments. CK says that you went on a mic buying binge over the summer. So what did you buy, CK? Or maybe don't tell us, because, and let me see, this is what I'm saying. Like if I want to get back to this shot, then I got to do like all of this stuff. And it's not, it's not the end of the world, but just to have different options. And again, just to really justify getting more mics. So yes, definitely Paul is reminding you guys, if you have any questions, please put a Q/Q : so that it's easier for me to find the questions. You love my setup. You love the overlay. Thank you. So I was a little bit with the overlay because it is a moving background and I don't have that scene set up, but it's actually a cityscape scene because I'm a city girl. You guys know that, born and raised in Brooklyn. But thank you. That's good. I'm, just trying to tweak it and fine tune my overlays in my house. So, all right. So we got a question. Tony says, and I'm just trying to, it's something I've realized that, clicking is something the cable does not like the monitor that's causing some sort of interference. So I got to work around that stuff. But let me get back to the question. Tony says, do you connect the NTG mic into the camera? So you can do a few different things. So the way Tom Buck does it, Tom connects it directly to his cameras. And that's how he does his recordings. So he records, has his SD cards, he has his cameras set up, and then he records his videos to the SD card. His microphones are connected to the cameras, and then just, edits everything and puts everything together in post. The way I plan on using it, and I'm going to show you guys how I plan on using it here in the studio, because then it is definitely different if you're traveling. So if you are traveling, Tony, then yes, you would connect that probably with this cable, right? You'd connect that with the overhead, with this cable that it comes with, the TRS cable. You'd connect this here into your microphone input, and then the other end into the analog input on the TRS, right? So you'd have it kind of like that there. And then this goes into your microphone input, and then you'd put it in the cold shoe mount on your camera. But you can also, if you're going to use your, depending on, and I would probably do it the way, I'm going to show you guys how I would plan on doing it. I would all connect it directly to my computer. Just set up the USB interface, connect it through there, and then use like a cam link or something like that to connect the camera and have Ecamm do everything and put it all together. And we're going to go over the Rode Connect and show you all of that good stuff. So audio interface okay, good. So I didn't read the part 2 of your question, but I would connect it directly to the computer, because then using the Rode Connect app. So this is the Rode Connect app, and we'll get to this a little bit later, but this is the Rode Connect app. Once we connect the microphones, this looks just like a Rodecaster Pro, right? So the Rode Connect, this app, basically you connect your microphones. One, you can connect up to 4 mics. You even have your sound inputs. And then depending on the microphones that you connect to it, it gives you access to the audio processing that you get from the actual Rodecaster Pro, whether it's the high pass filter, the noise gate, big bottom, the Aphex. It gives you all of that stuff. And so it eliminates the need to carry. And Tony, I think you were carrying, you had the Focusrite, I believe, right? That was the audio interface. That's why I went with Rode microphones, because connecting it to the Rode Connect opens up the additional possibilities. And now you have your Rodecaster Pro. So you can have your laptop, your camera, your microphone, let's say one light, and you're good to go. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So Gigi says, if you were using this with a smartphone, what would your rig look like? So I would say, I was just looking because where's my phone? I'm going to turn on my other phone. I'm going to turn on NDI so we can do another scene. See, I wasn't as prepared as I would have liked to have been, but I'll show you really quick because I do have a smart rig. Thanks to Pastor Felicia, I do have a smart rig for my iPhone. And the smart rig gives you tons of mounts and stuff. So let me just show you really quick. Let's turn on VideoMic Pro. VideoMic Pro. Let me take off my Apple Watch. I hear the buzzing in my ear, and I don't want it to drive you guys too crazy. Let's go to this. Let's go to, let's see. Here, iPhone, yes, hello, yes, go this way. So Gigi, so you see this is the small rig here, right, on the iPhone, and then the small rig has, Hold on, I'm stuck. Okay, so the small rig has some mounts here that you can screw it onto, but it has 2 cold shoe mounts. So you see I have a light on the top cold shoe mount. You can put the light on the side if you wanted to, and then you can put whatever microphone, whether it's the Rode Wireless Go, you would snap it on there, or you would kind of snap it on there. For the portable setup, I would say not. If you're going to use an iPhone for someone like you, Gigi, I would say not, right? Because look at how big this is relative. So for you, what I would recommend, and even with Tony, that's what I was saying, I would recommend you would put this bad boy here, right? Check that out. So you put that bad boy there. This is what's going to clip onto your, so let me just get back. Hold on. Let me get out of there. Okay. This would clip on, let's say, to your pants or whatever. And so you would, for you guys, I would say with the iPhone, connect the transmitter, the receiver to the cold shoe mount, connect this somewhere, whether it's on your jean pocket, your belt, somewhere up front, wire up your Lav Go to the front, and then you're good to go, because now you have your microphone. You can have the way when you were in Costa Rica, you had your mic on your iPhone on the table, but now the quality, the microphone is here. So we're going to test that out as well in a little bit, but that's definitely what I would recommend if you were using just an iPhone on the go, the Rode Wireless Go 2s. So let me get back into how is it powered. Ellen, I'm assuming you're talking about the VideoMic NTG. So they both have built-in batteries. If I remember correctly, the VideoMic NTG, so this it'll charge via USB-C through the port there. Excuse me. And then I believe it's like 90 hours. It says something, well, I threw the box on the floor like a savage, but I believe it's like 90 hours of battery charging time that you can have it like this. So if you're using it to your camera with the supplied cable, right, you're going to connect it here, connect it to your camera, then this has a built-in battery, and I'm confident it's about 90 hours. It's an insane amount of hours that it has a built-in battery. And so if you're using it for a few days, or even if you use it for a day worth of shooting, you come home, you plug it in through USB-C, you recharge it. So like that, when you go back on the road, you're good to go. So, and it's the same thing with the Rode Wireless Go 2s, right? They have their own, they charge via USB-C. So you would charge it that way. Okay. How far should the mic be from you? So we're going to test that, Tony, when we, once I plug everything in. We're going to test it. And Angee says, definitely. Listen, Angee, you weren't supposed to be jumping on so that you can yell at me and track my spending habits, okay? Girlfriend, thank you very much. But that was definitely, you got it. CK says, I was testing out the Synco's G1 and G2 wireless microphones as a cheaper option to the Wireless Go 2. Then they came out with a wireless specifically option for Android and iOS. So what did you think about that? I don't know. I'm sure I've probably seen the brand. But hello, Eric, how are you? Yes. Rode Connect. Right, exactly. That's the whole thought process, right? Less things to carry around, but still giving you really good quality. So I'm super excited to test out the Rode Connect with the audio processing to see what that sounds like. But I think for you guys, it could be huge. You don't think we hear the buzzing? Okay, so it's in my head. That means I'm a little crazy. Is that... Is that what it is? Angee says listen, woman, okay? Dr. Elo, K-Lo K, how are you today, my sir? What's poppin'? All right. So what do we want to do? So this is what we're going to do. Let me see. Can I switch the scenes again? We're going to connect this guy to the computer, and we're going to do it through, well, 2 different options, actually. So let's do the first option. So I just got to go back to my scene and switch to the right camera. Hey, everyone. Okay. So I had another short, and that was with Richard, Sarkassian, I think. Rich, if you're still watching, don't kill me for butchering your last name. He was here earlier, in the very beginning. Sarkissian. See, I know it was close. Rich had posted and let me know that he uses the Rode Wireless Go 2s with an XLR to 3.5 millimeter adapter on his Rode Wireless Go 2s. So, I mean, on his Rodecaster. So, of course, I immediately went out and bought an XLR to 3.5 millimeter jack. Let's see if I can bring it here a little bit better. Right, so it's your regular headphone jack on one end, your TRS cable on one end, and that connects to the transmitter of the Rodecaster Pro, right? So this is the, not the transmitter, excuse me, the receiver. So this headphone jack goes into the receiver of the Rodecaster Pro or to the analog input here of the NTG. So you put that in here. And then the other end, it's muted. Okay, so the other thing, so check that out, right? It turned on automatically. So that's one of the things that I was explaining, that this is a smart sensing mic. Yeah, you can see that it's green there. So it turned on. As soon as I plugged it in, it turned on automatically. And if we give it a few minutes, I took it out, it should turn off automatically. I know it was doing it. Yeah, you see it just turned off automatically on its own. So that helps to save the battery power as well. It realizes once it's connected to, you know, an external microphone input, and it's going to turn off and on for you automatically. So let's do that again. Let's plug this in. Give it a few minutes. Green light comes on. Boom. It knows that it is now connected. So I have the XLR port connected to my third input of the Rodecaster Pro. And so in theory, now what we're going to do is we're going to switch mics. So I'm going to mute myself completely. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the test. Because I love this microphone. You guys know I love this microphone. Like, I get down, and this is what made Angelica fall in love with me. The smooth, sexy sultriness of my voice and the microphone of the Lewitt Pro, right? So great quality, great, you know, mic technique. I don't know if anything is going to top this with my voice in my room and stuff. However, if it can come close to it, let's see. So I'm going to mute it, and then we're going to go to the VideoMic NTG. So one of the things that I do want to show you guys is when I was testing it earlier, I did feel like that putting the NTG on level 10 worked best for me in my voice and the space here. So it's on level 10. On the Rodecaster Pro, now this is a condenser mic, so it does need phantom power. So I turned on the 48 volt phantom power on the Rodecaster Pro, and if I go to it, the levels that I have on for this one is level 30 on the Rodecaster Pro. So to give you some differences, now that's because it's going to be a little bit further, right? So because it's going to be further from my mouth, whereas this one here, this microphone is also a condenser microphone. I have this on level 20, but that's because I'm right up on the microphone. If I were to come back a little bit, the way I would be, you can see it makes a significant difference. So I would have to bump up the levels. But because I sit so close to this microphone, you're going to see a difference in the level. So you have to make sure, and of course, a big part of that as well is what does your voice sound like? Because if you speak a little bit, you know, softer, you're probably going to have to bump up the levels. And again, if it's someone who has a deeper voice I have a very strong voice. So I know, and I project, I'm very loud, so I don't need to have it. But if someone that has a softer voice and isn't as loud, you have to keep that into account and just mess around with maybe the levels here. And you just want to test it because you don't want to increase the levels too high because you also don't want to hear a hissing, and you don't want to you don't want to raise that noise floor too much because that's also going to just make your quality sound bad as well. If it's for a live stream, not really much you can do. But, you know, if you're doing it for like editing and recording, it's always better to have something lower, right? To record it in lower because you can bump up the audio in post. Whereas if it's too loud, you can't go backwards. So that's a good rule of thumb. So I'm going to move this out the way. I'm going to mute it. And, oh, that's loud. Hold on. I'm going to whisper. That's really loud. And so you can hear, and I'm whispering, you can hear that it's really loud. You can definitely hear that there are some differences with the room. Let me lower, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it. I brought it down. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. And now you guys tell me, what do you think? So let me get out of the overhead view. Let's do this. So you can see I'm holding it here. And what I did was on the Rodecaster Pro, I have it at level 29. And I lowered it on the NTG to level 5 because I had it at level 10 and that was way too loud. So I'm going to hold it here for now. You can see it's like a little bit of arm's length away. So I'm going to go back to some of the comments for now. And then I want to, in theory, the placement would be here, right? So let me get my arm out the way. In theory, I would have it kind of right here on a little bit of an arm, but you can see it does pick up some room reverb there. At that point, I would have to increase the levels. So now I'm increasing the levels, but because it's a little bit higher up, right? You got to play around with it and you got to figure out what works for you. All right, so I'm going to hold on to it for now. But you see, if you get close, right? So that's something really important to understand. It's mic technique. And that is why, so there's always going to be the argument of mic in the shot versus not having a mic in the shot. It's always, I'm going to say 9 times out of 10 better, unless you're like a audio professional. If you're not an audio professional and you want to get the best quality sound, mic in the shot is going to be king. And you can fight me on that. Get at me on the comments. Fight me, okay? Because you can see I have it here and it makes a huge difference with, I don't know, you tell me, but having the mic in the shot here right at my voice versus having it above here, you now start to pick up some of the room reverb, especially because the room is still fairly empty. You can hear some of that, right? All right, so let's just go, because I know you guys are all the comments are going off. So let me go to the comments. All right, Facebook user says, what's going on, India? Hello, Facebook user. Let me know who you are and come over to YouTube because this is where the party's at. I feel like I want to do like ASMR and I want to whisper, but that's not my thing. Practical Pharmacy says, Prophecy. Why did I say pharmacy? Practical Prophecy says, we have the Go Wireless 1 and the Rode Connect is not available for it. Yeah. Well, sell it. Sell it on Swappa, sell it online. I'm sure you can make your money back and then kind of reinvest. And they also started selling the Rode Wireless Go 2s with just one transmitter and one receiver. So it makes it, if you don't need two. But anyway, we have CK's Antics says, I was actually impressed with them, especially straight out of the box, worked great, and wireless range was crazy good. Oh, let me know. Put a link in it. Let me see what that is. Facebook user says, I need one of those as well. Who are you, Facebook user? Come on over to YouTube. But if not, let us know who you are. Christmas Clatter, hello. And Merry Christmas to you. What's going on? Okay, so Tony says, question. What was the microphone setting in the Rodecaster Pro? For what, Tony? I need more. And I'll answer the question, but let me know what you mean. What was the microphone setting in the Rodecaster Pro? And then, unless you're asking me to repeat myself, so it's a condenser microphone. So, and what I'll do is I will, when I plug in the Rode Wireless Go 2s with the lav mic, I'll come over and I'll do the camera NDI and we'll look at some of the settings on there. But for right now, all the microphones that I have are all dynamic microphones. So, I mean, not dynamic, don't kill me. I'm sorry. Condenser microphones. So the setting on the wireless, the Rodecaster, I don't know why I'm acting like I can't talk today. The setting on the Rodecaster Pro, condenser microphone for the type of microphone, Phantom power is on because all three of the microphones, whether it is the Rode Wireless Go 2s, the NTG, or even my Lewitt, those are all condensers. They need phantom power. So you want to turn that on for the 48 volt phantom power. And then the rest is just messing with the levels for your setting and your environment. Saskali, what is going on, my good friend? Thank you for coming through. Saskali says, is there a way to connect the Rodecaster Pro to the cell phone where it receives microphone? So two things. Let me know why you would want to do that, because check this out. What you're looking at right here, that's an iPhone, right? So I have the iPhone connected to my computer and I'm bringing in the image through Ecamm. But then because I use Ecamm, right? And this is why I said I absolutely love Ecamm, because Ecamm does all the work. So you can bring in as many cameras as your computer can handle and as many cameras as you want. You can have one microphone, and as you change your scenes, Ecamm is going to just use whatever microphone or whatever camera you want and whatever microphone, and you don't have to eliminate any of that, right? So I have my mics connected to the Rodecaster Pro, and then I'm using Ecamm for your audio, and then Ecamm just puts it, my video, Ecamm does it all together. So let me know, because I don't think you need to. I mean, you can connect your cell phone. Diana Gladney has done videos because that's what she was doing back when Clubhouse was like on and popping last year. She connected her iPhone to the Rodecaster Pro, and then she was using the Shure SM7B as audio. So, right, you were bringing in the Clubhouse into the Rodecaster Pro and then just kind of, right, rerouting. So it's possible, but depending on why you're doing it, that's why I asked, depending on why you're doing it, you may not need to. So CK's Antic says, set up my ZV-1 with the Synco and walked around 75 yards away, maintain audio throughout. So good, Mike. How about, did you turn around? So one of the things that what I've seen when I was doing a lot of videos, as watching a lot of videos, is that at the minute, like with the Rode Wireless Go 2s, the minute you turn your back on the receiver, that's when the audio starts to cut out. So the distance is amazing on the receiver, but then if you turn your back on it, then it starts to cut out. And that was, but I mean, how often am I turning my back on the camera, right? Like when you think about that. All right, there you go. Condenser dynamics. So I think I answered that for you already, Tony. All right. You just don't want to. Who is this? Not in my recorded video. This is one of y'all. I know. Bring your behind over to YouTube so I can see which one of you guys are messing with me. Okay. Let's see. I'm an audio professional. Have been listening to people since 1980. Did I miss something? Are you guys all right? Mic in the shot definitely makes a huge difference. Right, Ellen? I agree. The mic in the shot, and I feel like, I don't know, but the mic in the shot, because if we hide it, I mean, it's still decent, right? Like if we put it here, and hold on, I increase it a little bit. If we put it here and I increase it a little bit, let me just talk to you here, right? It's not bad. And again, a big part of it is my room. It's still a little bit echoey. I don't have like a sofa. I just have my desk and stuff here. So a big part of it, I can probably treat my room a little bit better. But when we just bring it in and the mic is in the shot, this is just, mic in the shot, hands down. Like I said, fight me on it. Fight me and Ellen on it, and I'll have Ellen's back, so you're not fighting nobody. But anyway, I love the MITS. Oh, I like that acronym. MITS just gives the best sound. I agree. It's a big difference. Not sure I want my audio to sound like that when I'm a mile away. See, Tony, but this is why I bought this for you. I bought this for you. So tell Angelica not to be mad at me because I did this para la patria. I took an L for the team because I want to connect the lav mic, because then the live mic is going to be connected here and we're going to be wireless. And then we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. So, oh, Joe, what's cracking? Joe, come, you playing games, Joe. I'm going to text you. Bring your booty over to YouTube. A Facebook user not wanting her mic in the frame when Evie. Hi, my good friend. How are you today, Evie? Not wanting her mic in the frame when recording YouTube videos. Listen, like I said, and I don't want to fight you, Evie, because it'd probably be a good fight. I don't know. because I feel like you would beat me up. So I may take that comment back of fight me because that's for everybody but Evie. What's going on, sis? That's so funny. Anybody listen, some people may want to buy it. So I just sold my MacBook Pro. There's a market for it. Anyway, if you're an Ecamm customer, you can post it for sale on the Ecamm Trading Post. Right. You can post it for sale on the Ecamm Trading Post, and it's better to sell to us in the community than not. Send me a message. I can help you with maybe posting and like how I sell, because I'm always selling myself. I'm supposed to be helping Gigi sell her MacBook soon as well. All right. See, Joe came on over. Hey, my good sir. All right. Rode Pod Mic, Rode Broadcaster, Rode Broadcaster. I'm guessing you're talking about the settings. So if you look at the Rodecaster Pro, if you keep looking, then there's just a box that says condenser, and then there's a box that says dynamic. So just choose for these. You're going to choose condenser. Yes. All right. All right. Maybe I'll just go lav. Evie, so you came to the right stream because we're going to see what it sounds like. We're going to do all of that. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Microphone setting. Yes, yes, yes. Make a call, record some audio on your phone. Yeah. So Saskali, definitely check out. You're going to have to go back about a year ago. And if anything, send me a message and I can try to get you directly to the video, because Diana did a video on how she connected the Shure SM7B with her cell phone to use for Clubhouse. But in theory, it would be the same thing, right? Like it would be for a call and stuff like that. So you can absolutely do it. Minor cuts, not walked away. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. All the Facebook users have moved over. Y'all are amazing. What's cracking, y'all? Okay. Dr. Elo says, I've been using the Rode NT5 and it sounds way better than the Shure MV7. I am surprised. Y'all not going to give me no more gas. I don't want to know about the mic. I'm going to act like I didn't even see that comment. Dr. Elo, don't make me tell one of my moderators. Are you a moderator on my channel, Dr. Elo? I think you are. Delete your own comment, please. Thank you. Anyway, for those of you guys who don't want the mic in the shot, just green screen and mask it out or cut it out and post. That's true, but that's a lot of work, CK. And this is coming from someone who absolutely loved green screen. I never beat you up, but I'd smack you for socks and sliders, but never fight you. I'm wearing my socks and sliders right now, but we're going to stay on track. Don't make me show you my socks and sliders. Dr. Elo said, I'm moderator here, deleting my comment. Good stuff. All right. We use the Rode Lav too, because the transmitter is too heavy when my wife is wearing. And so, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Because that's the issue. I always wear t-shirts. And we're going to go back. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. So what does it sound like? Right? I'm putting the NTG down. Going to come back to my beloved microphone. But that's huge. And that was a big reason that I did invest in the lavalier microphones, because I was clipping, right, the transmitter to my shirt, and I wear t-shirts all the time. And it was like sagging, and then I tried clipping it to like my bra strap, and that worked. But then I feel like because it was like putting it to my bra strap, it was like pressing the mic, because the mic is right here. So if I put it with the mic being here, I felt like it was getting muffled. So that is a huge thing. And so with the short that I did, the most recent short with the Rode Wireless Go 2s, you'll see I have it clipped on my hat because I hate it. I absolutely despise it. And I was like, all right, if I'm really going to use the Rode Wireless Go 2s, maybe the Lav will be the way to go, because then I can clip it to, my waist and get it out the way. So we're going to get to that next. So I'm glad that you said that. Rode magnet, which kind of worked, but with a heavier T, right? So it's the same thing. So I'm glad that you're here and you're letting me know, because I was thinking about the magnets as well, but I was like, nah, let's just try the lav mics. All right. Okay. So what do you guys think with the sound difference going back to, let me take this off. Going back to the Lewitt and comparing it to the NTG. If I put it here, we can go back and forth. So this is what I'm going to do. So in theory, it would be, you can tell a huge difference. Like I can hear it in my headphones. I know that you guys can hear the difference. And maybe if I'm like, I don't know. What do you guys, I don't know. And I don't want to say I don't like it because it's not horrible, but you can hear the room reverb. You can hear that. And I just, when you're going back and forth between the two, this one is just, you can't, I don't know. Let me know. All right. So let's do this. Let's get back. Don't be like India and don't knock the microphone down. Not while we're live and you guys can hear all the noise. Sorry about that, guys. But let's go into now unboxing. So we're going to bring these over. And if you guys have any questions or any comments with the NTG, let me know. The Lewitt seems richer somehow. Right? I agree. The Lewitt, that's what everyone, I've always gotten compliments on the microphone with the Lewitt and how it sounds. I agree that there's like this rich, full body sound and I love it. I mean, this will be my go-to always, but I feel like just having the mic in the shot and maybe me messing with the settings a little bit, it could help, just to have an additional option. Tony says for mobile traveling, it'll work. I agree, right? Like it's not bad. I mean, the point is audio for overhead shot and side shot. It's good. I would try to even output the volume between the two mics. So it's not a big difference. I agree, right? Mobile live streaming will work great. So it's just good to have some options. So now let's do this unboxing because I know you guys are here for that. So let's move these guys here. Let's do this. And then we have, so this is the Lavalier Go. I got these from Best Buy. They were $80. So it comes with the Go, your pop shield, the lav clip itself, and a little bag. And this like comes glued. So you just have to like Incredible Hulk it and just pop it open. Rah. Literally Incredible Hulk it. Nothing in there. So I'll put that with my other boxes. Cute little pouch, a carrying pouch. Let's get this down there. And then we take it out. And just to show you what it comes with. So your clip is here. That's the clip to clip it to your shirt. And I already unboxed the other one. I have it set up. I just wanted to show you guys. And then some poison stuff. And then this is, again, your TRS. This would go on to the transmitter of the Rode Wireless Go and your mic input there. That would go in there. And then this part, you clip it and this is what goes onto your shirt. And I just want to tell you guys, I was looking at this and this says warning, strangulation hazard. This cable contains Kevlar and has the potential risk of causing lacerations or strangulation. Avoid looping the cable around the neck and keeping out of reach of children. I was like, oh my God, that's so morbid. All right, but I'm going to put this back in the box because I actually bought this one. So when Angee and I are together and we're recording for our podcasts, she can have one. So that was why I bought two, so I can have one for each of these. So Angee, if you're still watching, you see, I bought this for you. That's my justification for buying two of those. You guys like that? I don't even know if she's still watching, but let me go back. Let's see what we have here. Hey, yes, Diana, did you see Best Buy because but I bought two lav mics. I bought the NTG, the Rode NTG. And I just wanted new mics and I had to justify it. What's cracking, Diana? Interesting to hear the NTG and Go. Yes. Swear the US, gotta put a disclaimer on everything. Right. Exactly. Don't put it around your neck. It's not I'm telling you, I read that and I was like, why? Like, that's so, And probably because someone, usually when companies do that, realistically, that means that someone did it and they sued the company. And so that's where the disclaimer came from. Like, what? Anyway, I digress. So I went and watched the Rode video, and what do they call it? The studio broadcaster loop. I went and I did the studio broadcaster loop. I had to like play it back like 10 different times because I was like, what? I don't get it. But this is I think I did the studio broadcast loop. I don't know. I feel like it looks a little janky. Let me see. There you go. It's a little bit better. The studio broadcast loop. So this is the studio broadcast loop. And so in theory, all right, so let's see. Let's switch camera shots again. Actually, yeah. And so what I want to do is, and so they have, what is it? A weight that you can put at the, I don't know, the stuff that they make you buy, but you can see myself bringing it down, bring it down, bring it down. It's going down. Okay. Oh, I like having fun with you guys. All right, so we're going to clip this to the shirt. Let me look at myself. Let's get this out the way. If I can figure it out. Am I like, oh, completely wrong. I don't know how to do this, guys. Okay, there you are. Okay, so it is here, under my shirt, down here. Let's bring this one back. And so this would get connected to the transmitter, right? So the one that doesn't have a screen, it would get connected to the transmitter. This is the receiver. So the receiver gets connected to wherever, whether it's the Rodecaster Pro, your camera, your iPhone. This is going to get connected to the source. This gets clipped on you, and the lavalier mic gets put in there. So we're going to put that in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it to my shorts, my sweatpants there. I'm going to turn them both on so we can have sound. All right. So we have sound. And now what I am going to do, so it's muted. And so the same thing. So I'm going to show you guys two different things. So I'm showing you the first way with the XLR to 3.5 millimeter cable connected to the Rodecaster Pro, right? So I'm going to use that same XLR cable, take the transmitter, it's muted. Yeah, muted. Put that in the receiver, not the transmitter, put this in the receiver. And now we're good to go, right? It's in the receiver. And we're going to switch. Ooh, so how about this? I'm going to unplug the lavalier first. And what I'm going to do is we're going to listen to the microphone quality just on the Rode without the lavalier. So I'm going to mute. Hello, can you hear me? So this, let me know how it sounds because I'm hearing myself. It sounds a little bit weird, but I feel like it's because of the headphones. So if it's too loud or if I am clipping, let me know so I can lower that. But this is right. So in theory, let me put it. In theory, it would be here, right? So you would clip it to your shirt and then it would be here. So the good thing, I'm going to unplug my headphones, so I'm not going to hear myself anymore. So the good thing is that, right, I'm here and I can be completely farther away and you should still be able to hear it, right? So this is where it comes into, and if I stand up, my head is going to get cut off. But in theory, and just to show Evie, I have socks and sliders because I wear socks and sliders around the house. But in theory, if I come this way in the shot over here, I can walk around and I have my microphone. Hey guys, and you guys, right? So the sound, this is coming from the Rode transmitter, not with the lav mic connected. So I'm gonna come a little bit closer over here. I'm gonna try not to kill myself. I'm gonna connect my headphones again. Okay, hold on. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at Evie's comment. She says she's gonna burn my sliders. I love you, Evie. You will not burn my sliders because I will keep them locked up in my room somewhere. Anyway. All right, so let me see. Let's see. I want to go back to the comments to see. Let me see, because right, the attorney in GG says because someone did that. Exactly that. Someone did that. So if you have a guest you don't like now, you know what to do. Right, exactly. So Angee, don't mess with me because I have a weapon now. But wait, maybe if I give her one, that means she has a weapon too that can go both ways. Never mind. Remind me to tell you the U.S. immigrants, Germany has a personal responsibility. Okay, yes, I will remind you. All right, I should be working. Best way to procrastinate. Don't be blaming me on your procrastination. Plus, this could be good. This is good research, market research for you, Evie. Don't say that. You're not procrastinating. We need some special music while you mic up. Right. I'll know that for next time. All right, practical prophecy. So I did set it up with the USB to my computer. The mic's in the way, but I do have a USB-C because I'm going to show you guys we are going to get to the Rode Connect app. And I want to show you some of the stuff with the Rode Connect app. So we got that. Hey, Callie. Callie, come through to YouTube. What's going on, sis? How are you? Little New York, but not too bad. A bit too loud. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? I saw you come through earlier, Aaron. I didn't say hello. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Okay, good sound. Sliders, not slippers. So Evie, the German in Evie, she calls them sliders. They're slides, but I just let her call them sliders because I just want to irritate her. So, sounds pretty good. All right. Let's see. Tony says, for me, either mics would be great for on the go live streaming. Perhaps the Rode Go would be best. So remember, Tony, we haven't connected the lav mic yet. I'm just, again, in theory, if it's here, this is what it normally sounds like, right? Where people, if they don't have the Lav Go. So I wanted to show you guys. Evie, what? I'm mad you said they take me from a 12. First of all, thanks for the half-ass comment that I'm fire as F. And then she says the sliders take me from 12. I love you too. Hey, Kali, thanks for coming through. Yes, the party is over here. All right. So now you guys know what the Rode transmitter sounds like, right? And so now what I am going to do is, how about this? How about this? Because I'm doing this just for... I'm gonna mute myself. How's this, TK? All right. So now we are laved up. What do you think? How does it sound? Does it sound any different? Does it sound any better? Now we have, I'm completely wireless, where you're listening to the sound from the Lav Go. I put the Rode Wireless Go in my pocket. Here, the transmitter is right here in my pocket. And I'm gonna unplug again. And here we are, right? So now let's move the chair out the way. You guys can see my mess here. But this is where we're at, and this is the real purpose of having the lav mic with the Rode Wireless Goes. So for me, during my professional 9-to-5 job as a banker, if I decided to do a first-time home buyer seminar and I wanted to make it a hybrid session where it was in person as well as presenting to Zoom, I can now present, right, and talk to the people in the audience. But then I can also have the microphones on so that the people who are in Zoom, they can see it, and I'm completely mobile. So what do you guys think about this quality, this sound? I love the fact that it's discreet, right? So we were talking about the t-shirt earlier. It's now not weighing me down. You can see that I have it here so I can hide it if I wanted it to be there. You know, I can mess around with it a little bit more. But that is that. So let me plug back in And let's go to the comments, if I can figure out. Hello, I'm back. All right, so let's see. No, and I'm like, it's a habit that I go to grab this and bring it close to me. Audio quality from the Rode Wireless Go 2 Sans Lav varies widely based on your environment, and I agree, right? So I have this wall here, and I feel like that's why you hear a little bit of my room reverb, because there's, look, like literally all here, and this is all empty. So I've been thinking about maybe getting some paneling, like, you know how they have the acoustic paneling, and maybe if I put some acoustic paneling here and maybe here, that might help a little bit. I do agree that the environment is going to really affect how it is, but when you're talking about having a decent quality versus, you know, the microphone on your camera and being so far away from it, that's kind of where we're at. The Lav Go sounds even better than the TX Solo Dolo. Okay, right? Sounds clearer. I do agree, right? I that's the one thing I feel like, and if I do it, I'll just take it off and we'll put it here. And now you're listening to it, just the transmitter now, right? So let me know. I feel like there's more echo in the room. It's just not as, I don't know. There's definitely, the way I describe it is echo. I'm going to put it back on. And now you're hearing, I don't know, it's a little bit, right? So maybe if I mount it a little bit better, let me know. Ellen says that it sounds even better. So again, not everyday circumstances. So if I'm going to be here live streaming, right, or recording my video, that if I'm at the desk, this is my mic, right? I'm going to be using the mic all the time. This is the Lewitt. Listen to that sound difference. Drastic sound difference. And that's that I don't even have it like, right? This is how I normally talk. So this is the sound coming from the Lewitt, and I didn't bring in the MV7. I can bring in the MV7 if you guys want to hear the Shure MV7. That's a dynamic microphone. It's right behind me. So you guys tell me if you want me to bring that in. I do have another XLR plugged in, so it won't be too much. But this is the condenser mic from the Lewitt Pro. And now you're listening to the Lav mic here from the Rode Wireless Go 2s. So I'll give you guys some background. I have it on level 29 on the Rodecaster Pro. And then on the Rode Wireless Go 2, I have it on -6 dB. So that's what we're listening to. Now check this out. It's in the Rodecaster Pro, so there are audio processing. The audio processing is on. Let me make sure I have the settings right. So I'm going to turn off. We're still listening to the audio processing on. I'm going to turn it off. And now you can hear a huge difference. If I stay quiet, you can hear some of the hum and the background noise. So, right, having it connected to the Rodecaster Pro, that noise gate helps significantly. I'm going to stay quiet again. I'm going to turn the noise gate on. So I'm going to stay quiet, noise gate off, noise gate on, right? So having it connected to the Rodecaster Pro makes a huge amount of difference just for the noise gate itself. Again, this is with the noise gate on. Well, all the noise processing is on, audio processing is on. And I turned it off, and then you can hear it does something to my voice, right? So that's why I love the Rodecaster Pro, because it gives, with everything all combined, and we can do the same comparison if I just go back. We're listening to the Lewitt now, right? And it does have the audio processing. If I go into the Lewitt, this is with audio processing on. If I turn audio processing off, now this is so good quality microphone, right? Like, I think that the only thing was maybe I sound lower. It's not as, and I don't know, is it like more muffled? There's like, I feel like it's a little bit more muffled. This is no audio processing. I'll stay quiet. And now there's audio processing. So the Rodecaster Pro, like listen, it's expensive, but it does more than just connecting 4 microphones, but you got to take advantage of it and you have to understand what it is. We'll go back. I'm back on the lav mic. All right, Evie, thank you for coming through. Yeah, we gotta link up. She says, I'll never get to buy a house. Let me know, because we still have to talk and stuff like that, so I can help you out with that. Let me just get to the comments. The lav is definitely better. So you says, can you try it without the noise gate? So I tried it with everything. Do you want to hear it just without the noise gate and keep everything else back on? Let me know, Aaron. All right, let me see. Just looking at some of the comments. I hate you. I didn't plan on shopping. My bad, Evie. Wait, you gotta scroll to the top of the comments and you'll see both Paul and Gigi gave a huge disclaimer. So I'm not taking any responsibility. We gave a huge disclaimer at the very beginning. Gas, right? What had happened was exactly that. Let me see. Let's go back. I like the NTG for some reason. I have a sinus and ear infection, so don't mind me. No problem. I'm stuffy too. I'm congested. It's allergy season, so I'm way more congested than what I normally am. But anyway, let's see. Hello, Facebook user. Come through to YouTube. You know the deal. Rodecaster Pro. Yeah, the Rodecaster Pro sounds right the world of a difference, whether it's with, again, this is with audio processing on and now I turned audio processing off. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on. I'm like, wait, that didn't make a difference. I was changing the setting. This is with audio processing on and now this is audio processing off on the Rodecaster. So it does make a huge difference. And you can dial in the settings a little bit more if you want to. I'm sure the same thing. I don't want to, let's see. Like if you mess around with the clip, I'm sure if I fix the direction and stuff like that, I can probably get it even better. I just don't want to blow your ears out while I'm messing around with this, but even better with the Lewitt as expected, right? That's why I love my Lewitt. You guys know I love my Lewitt. Rodecaster Pro makes a huge difference. So that is why I am excited about the Rode Connect app. We're going to get to it. I'm going into that. I haven't forgotten about this. But the Rode Connect app is a portable Rodecaster Pro for your computer that gives you audio processing on the go, like the noise gate, the Aphex, the big bottom and stuff like that. And I'm super excited to have that. And then you can see there's the pads, the sound pads. So if I click on it, I don't think the sound is coming from it. I would have to switch the sound, but you can load up your sounds on your Rodecaster Pro. You can have all your settings and stuff like that, connect up to 4 microphones on the Rode Connect, and it works in theory the same exact way. So I'll get back to that because that's the next step. Dr. Elo says I have a dead ear. Hey Kevin, what's cracking? Glad to see you here. Thank you for coming through. Yeah. What's poppin', brother? All right. Tinnitus, so I always hear sounds that are not there. Oh my God, Paul. All right, let's see. Just going in. You guys have tinnitus. Okay. Just getting here. Question. Kevin says, just getting here. How did you get the Rode Wireless Go into the Rodecaster Pro? So Kevin, and I did a short on this. It is an XLR to 3.5 millimeter jack cable. And that's connected directly into the Rodecaster Pro. And if you look at my short that I did, the link to this specific cable is in there. So you can grab it from there and it works flawlessly with no problems. And you can thank Richard for that. All right, no, definitely not too much trouble. I know that I'm a little bit behind on the comments, so I'll plug that in and we can just mess around. Guys, I sold my 16-inch 2019 MacBook Pro. By the way, I sold it for $100 less than what I bought it for. So I'm saying if you need help selling stuff, that's why I'm going to help Gigi sell her stuff, because I bought that one open box back 2 years ago for $19.99 and I sold it last week for $18.35 minus tax and stuff like that. And I got the 14-inch M1 Max, but that's for another day. We're not going to mess around with that stuff. I'm gonna get the MV7. We're gonna connect that, see what that sounds like. Rodecaster Pro on the go, the Rode Connect is awesome. Dr. Elo, have you used it? I haven't really used it, but I'm gonna talk about some stuff with it. Thank you so much, my good friend. I appreciate you. Replay, or I did buy the cable from your affiliate link. It works with the Senko wireless mic. Appreciate you. Thank you. Look that up. I remember seeing that. Are you saying the Rode Connect software is the same? So in theory, yes, it is supposed to be exactly the same, and we're going to test that. Okay, Callie, we'll talk. So send me a message on Facebook and I'll help you, because I sold it on Swappa. And I've talked about this last year. I buy and sell a lot of stuff on Swappa. You're protected. It's through PayPal. I'm just looking at my curls because my hair can be unruly. But yeah, I'll help you with that as well, because I sold mine, and I think I sold it. Let me see. I posted it up for sale on Sunday, and I believe by Thursday it was sold. And not too much negotiations neither. So, but I'll talk to you guys about that. Okay. So let's see. Kevin says, got my answer. I know rude to ask, but save me from digging. Don't worry about it. We fam here. Don't worry about it. Listen, if you can get to it easier, I'm not even mad at you. Aaron says, have you tried the 3.5 millimeter to XLR adapter there? So are you talking about the Rode ones? I was looking at it, and the XLR Pro and stuff like that. Honestly, this cable that I got, I paid like 10, what was it, Dr. Elo? Like 15 bucks, I think, this cable. And it works. It's just an XLR, like it's not the adapter from Rode. I got it the next day from Amazon. It works fine, and I don't need more gas. So, but maybe, I don't know. I thought about it. Want to sell your 16-inch, but I'm in the UK. Does Swappa sell? I don't know if Swappa is the States only. Swappa might be the States only, but you can message me and I can show you other tips and tricks. I just like Swappa because you're protected, but there's other ways. Also, right, exactly, Aaron. You see, it's $15. Exactly, and it does the same exact thing. Listen, and supposedly with that XLR Pro from Rode, it like has the smart sensing to turn like the NTG off and on. You can see in the video when I connected it, it turned my NTG off and on automatically. So why spend more? I'm good. All right, you want to sell it complete? Pastor Felicia, I can help you on Swappa. Let me know. Send me a message, and pretty much I would just need pictures of like the box, and it's fairly simple, but I can help you get through that stuff. So send me a message and we'll work that out. All right, so I'm gonna get the MV7. Whoa, hold on. My thing popped out. All right, okay. And now MV7, are you guys? Yes, we're still on the lav mic. So there is that. I gotta where's this extra cable? Let's switch here. So you can see I got a cable somewhere. Here is the extra. Here you are. Okay, so that is muted. Here's this. Let's plug this bad boy back. Let us do this. Here's this. Okay, we're gonna go here. Hello. Karen said, hi, India. Hey, Karen. Hey, girl. Hey. Hold on. Hey, boo. Hi, Karen. Big brother. Mahalo. Que lo que? What's going on? All right. So we got, let me see, 3 Puerto Ricans show up to a live stream. You know what? Whatever. You like the angles? I'm trying to do some things. And if I really wanted to, I didn't do it. But for those of you guys that don't know about Ecamm, let me see. Let's do this. And what I'm going to do is where did I put I got my folders. Let's set up 30 seconds. Let's do 30-second intervals. And I'm going to move this out of here, and then we're going to go to the main scene, and it's going to switch for me automatically and filter through my scenes every 30 seconds. So while we get that set up, So let's go, let's do this. I'm gonna go to, it's supposed to be, let's see, 30 seconds. I'm gonna go to, so now the MV7, it's not connected yet. We're still listening to the lav mic, but the MV7 is a dynamic microphone. So I know that you were talking about, see, it switched automatically because Ecamm is the greatest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my settings. I have the MV7 connected to my number 2 input. All the audio processing is on. I'm just gonna switch it. It is on dynamic. I did have it on dynamic already. So it is on dynamic settings. Let me go to turn off phantom power. Testing, testing. I gotta bring the levels up a little bit. So you see it's doing its thing. It's giving you guys all the angles. All right, this looks like it could be okay. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to this scene here. I did that manually. It's paused. So now we're here. Pastor Felicia says, yes, we'll talk, Pastor Felicia. I got you. We'll catch up. Thank you for coming through and supporting. I appreciate you. Yes, lots of different mics. I don't know what happened. I don't know how that happened, but this is what we're gonna do. Oh, because of course. Hello. And now you're listening to the sound on the MV7. This is the MV7. So let's lower this. Dynamic microphone. So very similar to the, and what I'm going to do is, can I do this? Can I pet that dog? Listen, this is what India is really like. And this is why me and Doc get along, because we just say like random things. Can I pet that dog? And we get it and we make ourselves laugh. And you guys may not laugh at us, but that's okay. So this is the sound coming from, let me separate it a little bit. Excuse me. This is the sound on the MV7. So you're listening to the sound on the MV7. It's a dynamic microphone on the Rodecaster Pro. I have it at level 39. So it looks like it's right above. I can probably bring it up a little bit more on the Rodecaster. I'm right in between the two green bars, so it seems to be okay. Let me see. What else? This is the Lewitt. So now I'm talking into the Lewitt. What do you guys think about the Lewitt? MV7. Very different sounds, although on the, and so for me and my voice, I've always, that's why you guys know, like, even if you look at my videos from last year, I was using the MV7 for a hot minute. Definitely sounds good, but if you compare the two and you listen to the Lewitt, right, I just feel like the Lewitt just sounds so much better. So I'm going to mute that. And here is the MV7. I'm going to come back to the comments. You guys are all talking to each other. All right. I appreciate y'all. Hey, 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 hey. What's up, happen, family? All right. Okay. MV7 is sweet, but I think you put a little something on it because you like it so much. On the what? On which one? On the MV7 or the Lewitt? I don't know. It's just the Lewitt. I just feel like it's just, oh, so good. Ellen says, question, how do you keep your audio in sync? So do you mean from the, like, literally in sync from the camera? So it just, you can tell that there's no delay. If that's what it is, if you have a Sony camera, so the cam link causes a delay with the Sony camera. So within Ecamm, you can bring in an audio delay. Doc has a video on this as well. There's a few different ones, but I know Doc spoke about it and we've talked about it in the Ecamm Facebook community. Sony cameras combined with the cam link, you will need to use the audio delay feature. And what works is a 4-second delay. And that's what I have. So because my cameras are all Sony with the exception of the iPhone, obviously, I just program Ecamm to have a 4-second delay. And that's what you have here. So I hope I hope I answered your question. And if not, let me know. All right. Dr. Elo, good night. We have to catch up. I'm back home, Dr. Elo, so I'll send you a message for us to link up soon. Okay. So let me see here. Did I make this bigger? I did make this bigger. Okay. Let's just go back up here. Kevin says that might need to be clipped and added to a sound pad for when people get sidetracked by a shiny object or squirrel. Yeah. Listen. Okay. So the Lewitt has color and character, right, Felicia? It's just, I don't know. It's something. I fell in love with the microphone. I tried it. I tried the MV7, but something with the Lewitt, I always come back to it. It's my baby. Although the sound, right, like the noise floor, that's because it's a dynamic microphone. So the noise floor on the MV7 is so much lower. You won't hear a lot of the hiss. And, when my HVAC goes on, you won't hear that, where if I'm using my Lewitt, you'll hear the HVAC. I don't have my heater on, but if the heater goes on, the MV7 will do a much better job at blocking that stuff out. All right, let's see. Yes. Okay, good. So glad I answered your question. Lewitt, everyone is saying Lewitt. All right. I have the Sony. Yes. So if you have the Sony a6400, I would recommend you're going into your eCam settings, and then on the top under the audio, there's towards the middle, it says audio delay, and you can choose the seconds or the milliseconds, whatever it is. And there you go. Set them. Okay. See, Doc answered it, but yes, 4 seconds. Yes. Think the Lewitt is suitable for banking stuff, MV7 for evening vibes. Is that what it is? Is that okay? So I'll keep the Lewitt for when I'm doing my banking, my first time home buyer presentations, but then when I'm talking to y'all, just listen to it. There's a distinct difference. I can't put my nose on what the difference is, but there's a difference with the MV7. I think that they both sound good. I think I'm just, whatever. Miguel, hey there, my good friend. Yes, I am using Restream. I'm restreaming into Let's Get Live and into YouTube. And that was because I just wanted to, I know a lot of people had been interested on like wireless mics and stuff. I know that we've spoken back and forth. So I just wanted to share it. Normally I just do YouTube, but I'm glad to see you here, Mr. Miguel. All right. The Lewitt sounds much better. All right. She missed a joke. Wait, was it for me? The joke? In sync, mic delay. Was it bump, bump, bump? Whatever, Doc. Anyway. All right. So now let's go through it. And this is what we're going to do. So this is the MV7 that you're listening to. This is the Lewitt. And then the other thing is just the levels, right? So on the Rodecaster Pro, the Lewitt I have at level 20. This is the Lewitt, the MV7 on level 39. And this is the lav mic. I'll come over this way. The lav mic right over here, right? And the lav mic I have on level 29. If I bring it up a little bit, so the problem is that if I bring it up, you'll hear more. Once I'm quiet, you hear more of that noise. You can hear the hiss, and you'll hear more of the echo and the room reverb. So level 30 is good. Again, if I'm on the go, the lav mic is good. And then being at the desk stationary, mic in the shot is the way. Yeah, I missed it twice. Whatever, you guys, leave me alone. I can tell you it has to do with the mid highs and the frequency in response for what? The Lewitt? Listen, you're going to get all technical. Let's go back to, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect. So now what I'm going to do, I am back on the Lewitt. Going to move the MV7 out of the way. And so I do have a USB-C cable back. You guys can't see it, but it's back over here behind the Lewitt. Over here, there's a cable with my arm. I'm moving it by my poster. That's a USB-C cable. I'm going to connect the NTG to the USB-C. And what I'm going to do is we're going to look at all right, that's on. I believe it's on. And so let's do this. So we got the Rode Connect app. No. Oh, so in order to use the NTG with Rode Connect, I got to update it. So I'm going to update it. That's fine. Let me update it. We'll still keep talking. So please do not unplug any of your devices. I will not, and you guys can see it update. So while it updates, let us, let's see, go back to the questions. So Miguel says, I can hear the difference in the lav mic. And Miguel, what I did before you came on was that I walked back towards the back just to show the difference, obviously. All right, so now I can use it. Good, done, perfect. Wrong, I'm clipping on the wrong thing. Here we are, done. Let's see. All right, so we have the little plus. Let's take a look at this. We have the little plus. Let's go to preferences. So the monitor out is going to my Rodecaster. Let's see if that works. And I want to add a mic. All right, so let me close this. So adding a mic, so you can see available microphone. So you can see I had already previously programmed my transmitters for the Rode Wireless Go 2 in spot number 1 and 2. I have spots number 3 and 4 open. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw this in spot number 3. All right, next. And I don't have, this is, you can't see it. It's a little bit cut off, but this is just saying, please add any virtual channels by dragging them. So, you know, in theory, it is, like we said, the Rodecaster Pro. It's a digital version of the Rodecaster Pro. And you can do mix minus, you can bring in USB-C and stuff like that. So there's system audio. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm going to hit finish. And now check it out. There's levels. You guys are not listening. You're still listening to the Lewitt now. I'm going to switch over to Rode Connect, but I want to show you guys some things. So it is picking up sound. What do I have? On the NTG, it's on level 8 itself. You can see it's not really, you want it to be right here, this line. Oh, I'm covering over. This line over here, right in the middle, that's called unity. You always want your levels to be towards the middle. Right now it's not. So let's click on this here and check it out. So Tony, I don't know if Tony is still watching, but this is the big thing that helps you eliminate your carrying around the Focusrite, right? And this is your Rodecaster Pro. Here it gives you the options. So you see you have noise gate. Oh no, hold on, wrong thing. Command Z, India, Command G. Let's go back. Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens. All right, there you go. Because I'm clicking on the wrong thing. So you have your noise gate. I turn noise gate on. You can turn all of these things off and on if you want to increase the levels. So now you can't unhear it. All right, Ellen, thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate you. Feel free to send me a message if you have any questions. And if you want to hear some of this stuff, we're about an hour and a half in. You can just come back and start watching if you want to hear the rest. Okay, I'll put the mic nerd back in the closet. It's all right, Doc. It's all right. The level itself on the Rode Wireless Go 2, Kali, -7. I had it on the Wireless Go 2. All right. UNITY. Turn the pad off. Okay, Doc, I will turn the pad off. Thank you very much. Let me click on the right one. All right, cool. See, I'm glad Doc is here. See, and I caught that song. I caught that one. All right, cool. Mics are physics best. The bigger the capsule pretty much always equals better sound. All right, so let's do some switching. All right, so I turned that. And what I need to do in Ecamm is I'm going to switch. I'm going to mute this first, if I can press the right one. So now we're muted in Audio Connect, and then in Ecamm, I'm going to choose. It shows up in Ecamm as Rode Connect. It should be Rode Connect System. Is this, there you are. Okay, so now, and I don't know what this sounds like because I guess I can listen to it. I can switch. Well, let's do that. I'm going to connect the headphones into the monitor. So now I'm monitoring using my headphones. We're using the NTG. And these are the sounds. So let me know. Let's bring the levels up a little bit. So on the NTG itself, I have it at level 8. I'm going to bring it up to level 10. So you can see it sounds, what is it? How does that sound, you guys? Let me know. Let me come this way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the levels on the Rode Connect app itself. So let's do it in steps. We're at level 1. What does that sound like? I'm at level 2. You definitely start to bring in some of the room reverb. Decent click, the high pass filter for right blue chicle. There we go. So Doc is telling me to click this one, the high pass filter, right? Yeah, that one. And how to, ooh, that made a difference. And Miguel is saying, where's the mic? So this is what we are going to do, my good sir. So let me turn on NDI. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I pet that dog? Can I? I don't know why we are this way. I'm going to hide that wrong one. Everything is muted. It cut out. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what happened. The sound cut out. I might have pulled the cable. I don't want to make you guys dizzy. Give me 1 second. So let's hide this here. And then the sound came back. That was weird. Let's see. Rode. I think I might have pulled the cable too hard. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I think the cable, I pulled it. So I just got to connect it back to my computer. 1 second. Hold, please. Hello. Okay. Is it coming? No sound? Ooh, that's weird. Not sure, and I don't want to mess around with it too much. I did something, but now it's not seeing the microphone at all. So the sound cut out completely. I hear myself on it. Let's see. Turn that off. But the levels are not coming back. So I'm going to force quit that. All right, so that was weird. As soon as I closed the app and turned it back on, the levels came back on. So let's go, let me see. Hello, hello. All right, so now we're back on the audio from the NTG. Let me look at, because I'm sure there's a bunch of comments. Yeah, no, the mic wasn't muted. It's something happened with the connection. It just all of a sudden cut out. So you guys, all right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Hold on. You can't. So I went under the table and you didn't know that I went under the table because apparently it was still muted. You couldn't hear anything. All right, good. Now you can hear me. That's so funny. The Lewitt attack. I think the Lewitt did attack the road. It was feeling some kind of way. All right, so let me see. So let's check this back out. I'm going to move this down a little bit. So you see we have it on level 3. I'm facing it and it would be right around here if we, okay, so here, oh, look, it came back down. So the settings didn't stick. As I was messing with it earlier, you saw that we increased it. The settings for the level didn't stick. So now how does this sound? It's on level 3 on the Rode Connect. If I bring it up to level 4, it is a little bit of arm's length away. Paul is saying, pro tip, if you disconnect your cable, the sound will stop. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you. All right. That's so funny. I'm sorry, guys. I went under my table to figure out if the USB-C had unplugged from the dock, and you guys didn't know. I love how we all yell in the chat, muting, hoping they hear us right. She's happy, leave her. That was funny. I appreciate you guys. All right. Let's see. So I wish I had a longer cable. It's something that I got to figure out. I would get a longer cable and I would put it here. So let's go back to this scene here. And so you can see, let me move how do I want to do this? Let's move this. Oh, hold on. All right. So you can see over here, as I look at it, this is the NTG mic. So let me know, what do you guys think? And we're using it connected with the Rode Connect app. So now check this out. And this is what I wanted to show you guys. With the Rode Connect app, it is super cool because it's like a Rodecaster Pro, right? So it's Connect Stream. Let's see if I do. Yeah! That was probably really loud. I probably blew your eardrums out. Sorry about that. Let me lower the volume there. How's that? Yeah! Not as loud, but loud, right? So you can load up your sound effects on here, right? You can connect up to 4 microphones on here, which also includes the Rode Wireless Go 2s. And I'm going to connect the Rode Wireless Go 2s, but I want to show you some of the differences. And there's another piece, talk about gas. There's a whole nother piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bad boy down. Right. Hold on. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys, because I literally just got this today. Stop. Play nice. Play nice. All right, let's see. Do this. There you are. Okay, so let me go back so you guys can see the scene. Right, so I put the NTG here. In theory, the NTG is going to be mounted above on this piece here, right? It's going to be right here in the middle where it's in an overhead shot. And if we go back here, so you got some things, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. If we look at, so now, and I have to stop doing that. If we take a look, you have the high pass filter. Doc told me to turn that on. Love it. Reminding me of home. All right. Just use the Rode Go when you can't under the table. Right, exactly. Listen, when you want to get under the table, I was like, I should have switched to my lav mic. They would have been able to at least hear me, and I didn't. That's so funny. Hey, Gary, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. So you're listening to the NTG that I purchased just to have. So the NTG is right here, and I'm gonna put that up here for an out of the mic shot. But check this out, right? Like, here's the difference, and this is what I want to show you guys. So let's do some connecting back and forth. If I can figure this out. And this is the Lewitt, right? So huge difference, I'm sure. I have it, I'm not listening to it because I have the headphones connected to the NTG, but this is the sound from the Lewitt. And then this is the sound from the Connect app here, right? And the NTG. So we have it on level 4. Some of the cool things, so now you can hear that I have the audio processing turned on, right? So the noise gate is on, compressor, the exciter, and big bottom. I'm gonna start turning them off one by one. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna increase the levels a little bit. The level, I feel like the level can increase maybe by 1 more. Let me know if that made a difference. How does that sound? I have it on level 5. I'm right below. So what you're looking at is I'm looking at this meter here. When I am looking towards the mic, you can see that I'm still right at the middle of the meter. You definitely don't want to hit your red because then you're clipping, right? You don't want to clip. You want to try to get to as close as possible towards the middle or even the top, but you don't want to bring in too much noise. You don't want to increase it too much, especially if you have too much background noise. So now Miguel says, are the sound effects the same as they are? Yep, they're the same as they are on the Rodecaster Pro. So now all the sound effects are turned on the Rode Connect app. And that's what I wanted to show you guys, that it's a portable Rodecaster Pro, but it's only certain microphones. Well, you can connect any microphone, XLR microphone, but to take advantage of the true options on the Rode Connect, it's a limited amount of, do they have a Bushwick filter that removes some of the accent? You know what? Leave me and my Brooklyn accent alone, okay? Whatever. Anyway, let's see, Mercy, that Lewitt, right? The Lewitt, listen, that Lewitt, it makes a huge difference. So you said it sounded good until I brought the Lewitt back on the scene, and then it was like, all right, but go. Listen, nothing can take away my Lewitt. However, we're talking about for versatility, for having a variety of different options. The reason why, so some of you guys, you're coming in a little bit later. Let me go back here and let me do this. So I want to show you guys, in theory, and I'm going to go back to the Lewitt really quick because this is what I want. This was the reason why. So now you're listening to the audio back on the Lewitt 240 Pro. This is my favorite mic, my go-to mic. It's outstanding quality. But with any type of microphone like this, right, it's all about your mic technique. And so you're going to get really good sound quality when you have good mic technique. You want to have it off a little bit to the side, and you want to be as close as possible to the microphone, because if I'm sitting back, right, it's going to be bad quality. But having the mic in the shot, and that's why people, and I know Doc is, we agree wholeheartedly, mic in the shot is king. And this is why. Because when you have a microphone in the shot and you have really good mic technique, you're going to get amazing audio quality, right? And when you have amazing audio quality, you catch the attention of whoever is listening. People stop and want to hear who this person is that's talking versus someone else, right? So you have the Lewitt, but the reason why I wanted to go ahead and get the NTG to have kind of a shotgun microphone, because you see I have a separate camera angle here. If I start to look at you, and I can come in this way, right? If I wanted to take advantage and use this camera shot, or if I wanted to take advantage and do something with the overhead shot, right? I now have to mess around with the microphone. I got to do all of these angles. I got to make sure and get all of that stuff done, as opposed to having just the NTG up here. And then I can move around a little bit more freely So it's not going to be the most amazing quality. And I realize that, and that's not going to be an everyday for me. However, it is for those moments when I want to switch and I want to take advantage of, let's say, you know, this shot here, or if I'm going to use the overhead shot, then I'm talking, right? The mic is going to be mounted right here. I'm talking and I don't have to worry about moving the microphone around. But when I'm doing my live stream and I'm just talking to you guys, I don't care that the microphone is in the shot because I know how good the quality sounds. This is king. But I did want to test around and show you guys some of the differences. So now let's get back to the Rode Connect app. I'm going to turn off some of these audio processing features. So let's see. Hey, Jared, what's going on? My brother, what's cracking? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. I would use the accent filter for myself. Listen, you can't take the girl. You can take the girl out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of the girl. Whatever. Anyway, the two mixed together should be okay. Doc, I need to know more about this. So that's the audio rookie in me. Someone else had said that before you came on the stream. I think it was CK that had said about mixing the two. And maybe it's, you know, that I like to overcomplicate things. So that's a very big possibility that I'm overcomplicating. But I definitely want to understand more about that. So that I can use it the right way. So let's see. NTG is omnidirectional, isn't it? I think this one is, I threw the box over there and I'm not going to go get it. It is, but you notice, so where are we? You are listening to the NTG right now, and you can tell that if I face this way versus facing this way, you should be able to hear a little bit of the difference in the quality. So you want to keep that in mind. Let's see, maybe get a helmet and attach the Lewitt to it. Someone, right? Like, listen, and then, or just figure it out and do my own lapel mic for the Lewitt, or do like the old school broadcasters and have one of those cool mics and just, you know, walk around with it. Anyway, kind of that, like that real old operator headsets. Exactly. Let's see, add second input into Ecamm and select Rode Connect. Okay, so I'll mess around with that, and that sounds like that may be a Ecamm how-to that I need to join. I'm sure, like I said, I can figure it out, but yeah. Everybody in here, put some love on the like button. Show, yes, thank you, Kali. I appreciate you. Am I back on the, no, I'm not, and I don't have my sound effects on here. But, so let's check this out. Let's go back to the Rode Connect app. And so I have it on level 6 now, right? Let's turn off, I'm going to stay quiet. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the noise gate. So I'm going to stay quiet with noise gate on. And now the noise gate is off. Noise gate is currently off. And now the noise gate is on. So I feel like it eliminated some of the hiss. It eliminated some of that noise floor. Now the compressor is on. That just does some audio. And Doc is the technical guy, so he can explain if he wants to. But for me, I don't need to know how it works. I just know that it works. I don't want to make my brain explode. But if we have the compressor on, let's turn the compressor off. And now this is the sound with the compressor off. Interesting. Does it sound better to you guys? Do I sound better with the compressor on this microphone with the compressor off, or with the compressor on? And now this is with the compressor on. So I feel like with the compressor on with this microphone, the NTG, I feel like it may give my voice a little bit more of a muffle. You like it with it on. So this is the compressor on and this is the compressor off. So this is the sound with the compressor off. I'm going to turn it back on. Now let's look at the exciter. This is with the exciter off. So it gives you a little bit more fullness. And like I said, I'm not going to get into any of that technical explaining, but this is with it off. and this is with it on, the exciter on, and then the big bottom just like gives you a nice big bassy richy voice kind of thing. This is with it on right now. I'm gonna turn it off, and this is with it off. I don't even know if that made a difference with my voice. I'm also a little bit nasally. And Jared brings a amazing point. Jared says, listening without headphones, couldn't hear a difference in the noise gate, but the compressor made a big difference. Sounds better on. Okay, so right, and that's another really important point. Thank you so much, Jared, for saying that, right? When you are trying to figure out the differences with audio quality, you always want to have your in-ear monitors on, some sort of headphones on, so you can really listen to the things that are almost inaudible, and I'm like getting even more congested by the minute. Exeter sounded better off, but it's a preference thing, right? And so those are the things. One, it's exactly what Jared said. It is an absolute preference thing with a plethora of things, whether it is the microphone, the placement of the microphone. So one, it's a type of microphone, condenser, dynamic, and then all of the microphones. Then it's also the placement of the microphone. Are you going to be up on the mic, or are you going to be a little bit further away? Do you want the microphone in the shot, or do you want the microphone out of the shot? All of that stuff is going to make such a huge difference. Your room, how you speak, your tones and your levels and things like that. Practical Prophecy says, it's 2:28 in the morning. Oh my God, thank you so much for hanging out with me and with all of us and being active. I appreciate you. Go get some sleep, and I'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you. But what I was really excited for with the Rode Connect and connecting certain microphones was really to show you guys that you can have now here's the thing, the Rodecaster Pro, and let me just come this way. So I'm going to bring in my, you always need some compressor. I'm just going back. Doc says, add a second input eCam, and then Miguel is just saying there won't be any feedback issues. There shouldn't be any feedback issues because the audio interface does its work and stuff like that. All right, so let us go back into my Rodecaster Pro, and now you're listening to the audio back. Hold on. Now you're listening back to the audio on the Lewitt Pro, which is my go-to. My Lewitt is king or queen. But I wanted to talk about the Rode Connect, and right, the VideoMic NTG was $250. The Rodecaster Pro by itself is $600, $500 used, $550 used, or something like that. $600 brand new. You can download the Rode Connect app for free. You can get the VideoMic NTG or another microphone, or what is it, the NT USB, right? And connect these to your computer via USB. And now you have access to your audio processing, sound levels. You can connect 4 different microphones. So for a fraction of the price, you're getting almost a Rodecaster Pro on the go. Thank you, CK. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming through. Yes, I am excited. I'm very happy for you. Congratulations on your home purchase. And, you'll join me on the live soon. So, but I wanted to show that. And so the last thing about, sorry guys, the allergies are like driving me absolutely crazy. Let me go back down here. So the Rode Connect is really cool because of those options. The NTG, the VideoMic NTG, I think it's like 4 microphones that you can get the access to the audio processing. Now, what I was reading is that you can get access to the audio processing with the Rode Wireless Go 2s, but you need the AI Micro, which of course I purchased because I have gas, and it's getting delivered on Friday. So you connect the AI Micro to your computer, you connect the Rode Wireless Go 2s to the AI Micro, and that apparently will open up options to the Rode Connect app. So what I'm going to do is, I still have the Lavalier connected. I am going to switch over the NTG right? So the NTG is connected. I'm going to switch the NTG over to the receiver of the Rode Wireless Go transmitter. So let's do that. And so give it a second. You can see now that it picked up the Rode Wireless Goes because I had already set up the settings there. You can see the levels. So here's the thing, and you're still listening to the audio on the Lewitt. It's a little bit further away, but you're listening to the audio on the Lewitt. If we click on the options here, you can see that I don't have any of the audio processing the way I did with the NTG. So that's what I was explaining, that in order to get the audio processing with the Rode Wireless Go 2s, you have to connect the Rode AI Micro, and I have that on order. That's coming on Friday, and I want to test that out to see how much of a difference that makes. So I'm going to swap over to the... See, exactly. Yes, you hear it. I'm getting... Doc, don't make me laugh. Get out of here. It's the allergies, whatever. All right, so let's swap the audio back over to the Rode Connect. And now you're listening to them. I'm going to take my headphones out. But you're listening to the Rode Connect, so the Rode Wireless Go 2s. I have it, let's go this way. So I have the transmitter connected, right? I had it clipped on to my sweatpants over here. I have the lav mic. These are my headphones, so we'll come and I'll bring the headphones out of the way. And so I have the lav mic connected. And so this is now the audio from the lav mic, the Rode Wireless Go 2s. I don't want to kill myself over the heater. But, right, this is where having the Rode Wireless Go 2s, if you're doing some sort of presentation or you want to have a wider shot, right, if I wanted to show off my cool projector or something like that, or even like, right, I cycle, if I wanted to do something when I'm cycling and have that on the go, well, now I can have my lav mic connected, have the Rode Wireless Go 2s on here or whatever, or if I wanted to talk over here, I'm like hunching over, but you get the point, right? So if I wanted to do a short, and I'm short, not that short, but if I wanted to do shorts and I didn't want to be up on the camera, the microphone this way, now I can do the shorts. I have decent audio quality and I can, you know, have it set up that way. So that's what I wanted to test. But the thing is that now I want to get the audio processing, because if you are on the go, this is all you need. You can use your camera, right? So if we do this, check this out. You want to talk about, let me see. So I can't believe that I just did all of that and I was muted. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay. You should be able to hear me now. So I'll do that one more time. I apologize. Hey, John, thanks. Sorry I caught it late, but yeah. Can one say mute? Oh my goodness, no sound. All right, all right, all right. If this is a mic demo, it ain't working. You know what, Rich? Leave me alone. I need a shock collar on her no sound. Yeah, all right, so let's try this one more time. What I was saying was, let me make sure it's coming through now. All right, seems to be coming through. Okay. So what I was saying was that if you're looking for a portable setup, this scene right here is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'm going to turn on a light because I have a very small Lume Cube light. So I have one light connected to it on top. That's the light at 100%. You can connect your Rode Connect the way we have it here, or you can connect the Rode directly to your iPhone with a lav mic, and that's it. One light. No camera, right? It's your iPhone camera that you carry around with you. I have it through Ecamm, so you can connect your iPhone to Ecamm directly. Let Ecamm do all the work. So Ecamm will bring in your audio, Ecamm will bring in the video from the iPhone, and now you're good to go. This is your portable setup with just one light. It's not obviously like studio quality, but if you're on the go, you're traveling, you don't want to bring an audio interface like a Rodecaster Pro and big lights or big cameras and stuff like that. You just want to have something super mobile. Well, now here you are with just your iPhone and a small light. I can't believe I was muted that entire time. Gosh, guys. Right, yes. Thank you, Gary. Thank you so much for the support, Gary, because my fellow brethren who like to bother me, let's just go back. Let me go back to I ain't messing with y'all. You know what? Let me go back here. I ain't messing with y'all. How about that? What's going on? RK3, we never connected. What's popping? Let's see. Okay. Oh, let me get out of that scene. Let's go here. And going to happen to all of us at some point, even more than once. Listen, how about thinking you went through a whole video and you didn't hit record? So silly, India. So we're still listening to the Rode Lav mic here. Ultimate portability. You saw that I have the Rode NTG because I'm going to put I'll text you. Okay, cool. So I'll text you so we can get some stuff shaking and moving. But I'm going to put so this is what it's going to look like, right? So it's going to be somewhere over here. For the most part, it'll kind of be in the shot if I'm using this scene here. But if I'm using this scene or if I'm just using an overhead, right? Completely out of the shot. So that's why I got the Rode NTG, and because I had gas, I just wanted to test out another microphone. I am super excited for the lav mics though, because I can use that, like I was saying, during presentations when I'm doing stuff for the bank. If it's like an in-person / hybrid presentation with Zoom, I can be mobile. Or when I'm riding on the bike, right? Have the wind muff, ride on the bike, connected to my jersey, and just have something super portable on the go. But, you know, I've said it a bunch of times. Let's go back. Let's do this. Let's go here. Nothing beats the Lewitt, right? Like nothing. And I know I can bring it up. I usually have it up a little bit higher, because mic technique is extremely important. But here's the Lewitt. Like so if I'm just hanging out with you guys, or even if I'm doing, depending on the type of videos that I'm recording, if I'm stationary and I can do the whole video for the most part here and I can do minimal movement, I'm going to record with my Lewitt. I don't care that it's in the shot, but having different options and being able to see different features and being versatile is also important. You never know when you're going to need, whether it's what is it, a shotgun mic or your wireless microphone. So I'm very glad that I got it. Thank you, Aaron, for reminding everyone to hit that like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Let me see. I haven't done any sound effects. I was really like focused this today. I tried to be focused. Rich, you really love the guest check thing behind me. You love this. That is from Iconic. And it's from the Gary V collection, Gary Vaynerchuk. That's one of his personal ones. And it just reminds me because tons of diners in New York, I used to eat. My dad used to take us for breakfast to different diners throughout Brooklyn and Queens and stuff like that. And those are the checks, right? The guest checks that you get at the diners. So nostalgic and a little bit of homage to my papa. Really important to me. But anyway, background and lighting is so tight. You like that? Thanks, brother. I've been working on it, trying to do some things. So thank you. I appreciate that. But man, yeah. And RK3, that's what he said. A 2-hour stream like back in the day. This was a good one. And I thought it was good. You guys let me know. I mean, of course, I'm going to think my own stream is good, but it was great participation. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and hanging out. It was really fun getting to test the different microphones and unboxing and stuff. I really don't do unboxings, but I had all this stuff. Ooh, I ordered the Stream Deck pedal. And Doc has been telling me for like a year to do a Stream Deck masterclass. So you can see I'm starting to drip some Stream Deck tutorials and how to within my YouTube page. But I did sign up for Kajabi. I'm in the process of setting up a complete masterclass on the Stream Deck. And that is why I caved. Again, gas, right? Like I'm having a reason to justify my purchases. That's exactly why I caved and I bought the Stream Deck pedal, because how can I give a Stream Deck masterclass and not have the Stream Deck pedal? Hello, this is just market research for being a content creator. It gets delivered on Thursday, tomorrow. Oh my God. It gets delivered tomorrow. Super gas. Listen, right? But I signed up for a Kajabi thanks to Kali Chocolate Twist Yoga hopefully you didn't miss it. And if you did, I'm so sorry for you. But on 2/22/22, so a few weeks ago, Kajabi was giving away a free 2-month, demo or whatever trial for Kajabi if you signed up on February 22nd for 2 months. And I was like, oh my God, this is the kick in the butt that I need to sign up. I have more than enough time to build out the courses and to get, people interested. And I have that going. I'm hoping to have it launched and live within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I already did, for the most part, the outline. The website is already up and running as well. Now I just need to record the videos. It's going to be a different format than YouTube, right? Because you don't really need intros and outros and things like that. It's not, I don't want to say that I'm not going to pay attention to it, but it's a completely different environment when you're giving a masterclass on Kajabi, because now it's just getting straight to it. Obviously, you know that I'm India Delgado, so I don't need to say that intro and all of that stuff that you do when you're doing a YouTube video. So I have the outline. I just have to start recording. I'm really excited about that, to get that going and to test out the Stream Deck pedal and to really start taking advantage of different microphones. So you guys, it has been real. Let me see. I didn't put my headphones back on, but we're going to rock out. Is this playing? Is the music playing? I think it's playing. I don't know. Tell me if the music is playing. Let me plug in my headphones and see. I don't see it on sound effects. That's weird. Do you guys hear the music? Usually I see the levels and I'm not sure why. No music. Yeah. I see that. It says that it's playing. I don't know what happened here. Let me see. How about this one? That's so weird. I don't know why. And I'm on the Rodecaster Pro. What about sound effects? Let me see. Let's do this. Did you guys hear that? Let's see. What happened to sound? That's so weird. None of the sound effects. Well, I am on. The music is not in my head, Paul. I'm this whatever. How about can you hear the police siren? That's on my Rodecaster Pro. So I am on. All right, so the DJ horn, thank you. So that came through. I'm on the beta, so that stuff happens. It might be because it looks like it's playing on my end here. Let me close this out. Let's see. That's interesting. Might have to put in a ticket real quick. Huh. And it still says that it's playing. Let's stop that. Oh, it like froze. And what if we do this? Oh, the music is not playing. So it might be something. I'll submit a ticket to Ken and Glenn. Let's see if I get out. The problem is beyond the keyboard. Did you see my face? Whatever. Let's see. So how about... No? All right. I'll give it up for now. I did. Actually, that's one of the videos. I did, but I feel like it gets too loud. I did break it. I know that's what happened. I did load music on my Stream Deck. So Stream Audio, you guys can still hear me there. How about what's going on? Is this James Riley? Mr. Riley, slide in transitions look great. Thank you, Mr. Paul Duncan. So let me see. This is smooth hip hop. Do I have that on here? I don't think I have that. I do, but I feel like it's going to be really, you looking like you wanted to cuss. This just, thank you, Miguel, because that was, y'all know me. You're using Ecamm sound effects. So for the music that I'm trying to get playing, I have it in Ecamm sound effects, but I just downloaded the beta that just came out. I updated today. And it started off, my stream started off fine because I had it, but now it's just like, it shows the pause as if it's playing in the background and it's not. That's so weird. But I do have it on the Stream Deck. You know what? Whatever. It's also not playing. I don't know. It's so weird. Did you guys hear that? I had it playing, but I feel like it was mad loud. Whatever. I guess we won't listen to no music. I don't have nothing on I don't have any music. Did I keep music? I think I have like Jingle Bells. Oh, I have this kind of music. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. I don't like that. Was that really loud though? Like that was like, oh, you liked it? I thought that was loud. You just heard it. So that was Stream Deck audio that I have loaded onto the Stream Deck itself. Like I have, let me see. But what's interesting is that I'm not hearing the sound effects from the Stream Deck audio on my headphones. And then how about, let's see. How's that? The Stream Deck audio is fine. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so I'm playing some music in the background. First one was loud. Second song, not so loud. So the second song was a song that I had loaded onto the Stream Deck itself. This, if you're hearing anything now, you should be hearing something now. That's something that I loaded onto the Stream Deck. So I have a bunch of like sound effects and different intros and outros and stuff that's onto the Stream Deck. That audio is low. So I did have it lower because it was like, I felt like coming from the Stream Deck, it was like too loud. So let me stop that. Low like a music bed. We hear something. Well, that's not good. All right, so let's do this. This is on the Stream Deck. You should be able to hear that. All right. I think you guys can hear that. It's kind of corny though. I don't know how I feel about this song. Let me see. Yeah. All right, y'all. So we gon' this is it. All right. You hear that? All right. Thank you, Joe. It has been super real. I had a great time with you guys. Oh, I am switching my ladies' night to Sundays. I took a poll. All 8 of you guys voted. all 8 of my community and followers voted on the poll. But since you guys are here now, you can check out the poll that I do have under the community tab on my YouTube channel. And I gave some options because Saturdays can be kind of tricky, especially now coming into the holidays and stuff. Not the holidays, but the spring season for us. Doc has his stream and he has class and stuff. So a lot of us are with Doc all day. So I felt like it was a much better option to switch it up. And I did give some options. So since you guys are on YouTube, be sure to check that out before you leave and let me know. But for the people that had already voted, it seemed like Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, my time on the East Coast, you're New York. Excuse me. It's time for me to go. I'm sorry, y'all. But I am moving it. So unless you guys all go do the community poll right now, and be sure to support Miguel Lloyd on the Atlantic Chamber's Facebook page tomorrow noon. Miguel does some big things for the Atlanta Black Chamber, Chamber of Commerce. Check out the post, the community post that I did, and let me know. But if not, we are switching Ladies Night to Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Thank you for coming through. It was fun. You'll see me on Sunday, and maybe I'll do another unboxing tomorrow. I don't know. Let me know. I'm getting the Stream Deck, and I'm getting the Rode AI Micro on Friday. So I might be doing a few streams throughout the next couple of days, so we can do some unboxing and more testing of all the things. All right, y'all. It's been real. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Let's see. Let's do this because, you know. Oh, the sound effect didn't even play because my sound effects aren't playing. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.